my friends, look what we're making today. Can you see what's inside? That's the whole point. I'm going to be turning junk mail into see-through storage pockets today, and I'm using something that you probably threw away this morning. Alrighty, here are the materials you're going to need for today. Old junk mail envelopes. They can have a window on them, or they can just be plain. Doesn't matter, either one. You will need a glue stick, a pencil, some scissors, a hole punch. I'm also using a playing card as a template, and you might want some ink for the edges. We're also using scrap paper. This is double-sided print, but you don't need to have double-sided. Use whatever you have. If you have papers that you've made with some of my other classes, go ahead and get those. You can even use old book pages. It just doesn't matter. Anything scrappy that you have laying around and you want to use. And here is the secret sauce for some of those windows. Is all your junk package mailing from Amazon. This was a package I ordered, and it had plastic inside the package. And that's what we're going to be using today. Are you ready? Let's do this together. Okay, my friends, pocket time. So the first one I'm going to show you is using the envelopes that do not have any vellum on the outside. So what we'll do is this one is perfectly fine to use. You don't have to trim it. You can always just glue this down and cut this in half to whatever size you want. I think you can get 2 pockets if you do it right in half, but I want this to be a little taller because I want to use the playing card for the window. So I'm just gonna cut that right in half, okay? And you'll see we're gonna have to do some gluing. Now the other one I'm using has kind of a ripped edge. And there we have a nice clean line or a new pocket. And this one, I'll just do this one, I'll just kind of eye it and we'll do it in half. So with this clean edge, we still have an opening, right? So that's a good thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 2-inch hole punch and I'm going to insert it at the top where it is cut. And now we have a window. All right, now I'm going to take my scrap paper. This is already cut in strips. But what I'm going to do is insert it, punch it, and here I have a piece that fits this. Now I do need some side pieces, so I'm going to take my other little scrap and I'm going to measure right here about how long that is and cut 2 strips. Okay, so those 2 strips are going to go on the outside here. And here. Oops, look what I did. I did this one upside down. I want the hearts right side up. Add just a little more glue. So I will have to trim this a little bit, and that's okay. And now let's do this side. The heart's going up. Okay. I'm going to use this for a scrap piece. And I'm just going to run glue all over this and line it up with the hole. Then I'll come through here and turn it over, and I'll trim off this little bit of excess. And then on the bottom, the other side looks okay. There's a little tiny bit on top. And now you can see, here is our first side. Okay, so luckily I have enough to do another hole punch with the same paper. So we'll do the other side as well. Okay, so here we are. We've got both sides covered. Second part is to take that Amazon trash, and I'm going to eyeball how much I'm going to need to just cover the part of the hole and cut a rectangle. All right, I'm going to cut this piece in half, right down the center. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to run some glue just around the edges. And I'll open this up. Whoop. Okay, open that up. And then what I'm going to do is put that glued side down in here. See if I can get it smoothed out a little bit. And then I'm going to take the other piece and run glue along the edges. Okay, and put it on the side that still has the hole. All right, now that we have all that glued on and you have a cute little pocket, let's take some ephemera that you have that you need storage for, these cute little Tim Holtz cutouts. And now you can store them and see exactly what is in there. Okay, now that we have that one done, I'm going to use this envelope that's a little bit longer, and I'm going to put my playing card on the front, and I'm going to trace the template. I'm going to open it up and cut this part out. All right, we have that all cut out. Now let's take our plastic This looks like a good section right here where I can cut down a little bit more and across. Over. Then I will take this, cut it in half. I'm going to run my glue around the edges. Ooh, I'm getting messy. Okay. So because this one has a much wider window, I'm not going to do a two-sided hole. I'm just going to do it in the one front one right here. So I won't put anything on the back, is what I'm saying. Okay, let's open this up. Okay, tuck that in there. It takes a little finagling to get it in there and laid flat, but don't give up, you can do it. Okay, there's your see-through part. Now I'm going to glue this down, close it up on the side and the bottom. Okay, so we have a cute little pocket. Now, how am I going to cover this one? Well, I have a couple of ideas. You can use scrap paper, or I do have my snippet roll that is going to come in handy today. So I will measure this out about here. I'll make a little cut. Here it is. And then I'm going to run some glue on this side. And I'm going to glue it right here. And then trim this side like so. And I might get lucky, and I will. This will cover this side. Look at that. So this snippet I made just on packing tape. And I just took all my scraps and randomly glued them, taped to the sticky side of the packing tape. All right, so now we have our side. I'm going to measure out this part on the bottom, and I'll have it come just a little bit over the edge. Okay, there is the bottom. I'll have to trim that. So this glue, when it dries, it will dry clear, so you don't have to worry about that. Turn it over, trim the bottom. And then all I have left is this little piece up top. And I will put glue all over this. Ooh, I do like this. This is fun. Very, very fun. So here's the deal. You can cover the back side with your washi tape, with your snippet, or you could take a regular piece of cardstock. I'm going to use this one. And part of it is just for the sake of time. And I kind of don't want to use the entire snippet roll on it. Whoops, I got two. Okay. But this, oh, look at that. It's almost the correct width. So I'm going to put glue all over the back. Like so. Take my paper, line it up on two edges. Smooth all that down. And then I'll flip it and trim it. This is ready for cards and ephemera and different things that you want in there. So here's your challenge. Grab your envelopes from your recycling bin, find some scraps, make at least one pocket with me this week. Don't forget, leave me a comment, tag me. I'll read all the comments. I love stuff like that. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep creating with me. All right, friends, I will see you next time.